This is a very special moment in the life of our church. You know, when I came 2 years ago, we had an all-church meeting, and it was made very clear in a very loving way that this church values good stewardship, okay, and operating our finances and stewardship and giving just above reproach and in a wise manner. And I'm so thankful for our building team, our finance team, for Jeremy Kellinger, who's our treasurer, and the finance team who has overseen our finances. They do a wonderful, wonderful job. A couple of years ago in that meeting, I was made aware, and we were made aware, that this church values preparing for the future and wants to make a very intentional step towards debt reduction. And so back in 2020, we began talking about how we can do this and should we do this and how to do this. And this morning, I'm very excited to roll out to you our Building Blocks campaign and introduce to you the team. So I'm going to invite Julie Franklin and Jeremy Kellinger, Paul Anderson, Denise Durkee, and Neil as they come forward. They're going to share with you this morning the why of what we're doing, the what, and how it's going to happen. Team, Paul's going to go first.
Thank you, Dave. Well, good morning. The leadership team, which consists of the pastor's leadership group as well as the finance team and property team, are some of those that have been discussing this opportunity that's in front of us. And it was decided, and the conclusion was to step forward here and start a capital campaign, as Dave has alluded to, is our Building Blocks campaign is what we're going to talk about, because it's going to build upon a sequence from year to year, but and which will be detailed here shortly by Julie and Jeremy. But we thought it was important here first to start out with why. Why should we be doing this at this time with this pandemic and at the season of this church? And three reasons kind of emerged in those conversations. The first one is that we want to be a church that continues to move forward, trusting that God will do great things. It's that stretch of going beyond comfort. It's about looking in forward and trusting in Him. We also want to be responsible for what God has entrusted us with. We have here a beautiful building and grounds that we want to continue to be good stewards of. And that requires investing into that in a proactive versus reactive manner. We also then, and most importantly, want to pursue and grow our mission. Our mission here at Williamston Free Methodist of leading people into a growing relationship with Jesus Christ. In order to do that, and as the survey of the church here from a couple of years ago talked about, is that's that local, regional, and international level of all sorts of different mission opportunities. And in order to do so, the leadership group felt it was important here that we take on this campaign and this opportunity now of investing into our future. So with that, Julie.
All right, good morning, everybody. So the very first part of what we want to do with this capital campaign is we need to replace the roof. We've had some minor things that we've been able to take care of here and there, but it really is an urgent need. The roof is about 17 years old, and we really need to, like Paul had said, we really need to protect the asset that we have been entrusted to. So we need to protect our building, and so what we're going to do is we're going to purchase and install quality shingles that will do that. So this roof needs to happen this spring or early summer at the latest, and our Buildings and Grounds Committee is working on obtaining quotes and making sure that we are able to get the best quality for the best price. And then the second part of this is we want to start a fund for a parking lot. Our Buildings and Ground team have done a really good job of maintaining it and making sure that the things that need to be done year after year are taken care of. But it's a big price tag for the whole thing, about $250,000. So we feel like if we can start making that step to creating a fund to put that money away, when it's time to do it, the money will be there. And with that, I will pass it on to Jeremy.
Good morning. The third part of this project, or this plan, this building blocks, is to reduce debt. Reducing debt here at Williamson Free Methodist Church was identified as a very high priority for us, and so the goal is to get rid of it as fast as we can. We currently pay just over $7,200 a month on this building. We have about 25 years left on that payment. An example would be this year, if we were able to apply that $45,000 that we would like to raise, we will knock off 17 months on the length of that responsibility. And so by being able to do that and getting out of debt as early as possible, we're able to dream and do some really fun things. When that day comes closer, it will be very exciting to sit with each other and decide, what can we do as we dream and grow to take those monies now that we have to pay for this building, that we have to pay in interest and mortgage principals, to reach our community even bigger than we are right now. And it will allow us to dream big and be unencumbered by that debt. And that's a very exciting opportunity for us. And everything that we can do now also ensures that our future generations, we look around, we've got a lot of young children here. It would be nice to really aggressively go after that. So this Building Blocks campaign endeavors to do that, to really hammer down the debt that we have here. And with that, Denise Durkee.
Now, I know you're all asking, how can I be a part of this? Well, we have the ways. We don't want you to give today. First thing we want you to do is we want you to pray. Pray and ask God to stretch your imagination, see what He would have you do above and beyond what you're already giving to the day-to-day operations of the church. And after you've done that, just ask God to bless that. And then secondly, we'd like you to fill out a pledge card. And these are going to be available out on the Information Center. And these are just for 2021. We'd like to have these returned by February 21st, just to help us in planning, see where we're at with our goal. But of course, we'll take them anytime. And then the third thing is to give. So you can give online, in person. You can write a check, you can drop it in a plate here, you can do it all at one time, you can do it weekly, monthly. We ask that you designate it for building blocks, so it doesn't get put in with the general tithes and offerings. And then again, if you could return these cards on February 21st, that'd be helpful, but again, we'll take them anytime. So with that, I'll turn it back over to Dave.
Thank you, team. Hey, guys, can you just say thank you to this team? They've got hours and hours in this. Thank you so much, team. Our total goal for 2021, is $150,000 pledged and then given throughout the year.